Yes, people, welcome back to another content. John Sinclair TV back again. I've got the lovely, the talented, the magical Maisy. Good evening to you, miss.
Hello, John. How are you? And thank you for having me on.
No problems at all. It's always a pleasure to see you on as well. That's why I don't get copyrighted for that intro done. Otherwise, I'm going to speak to somebody who's done that, and she needs to get that chat to ASAP. So if you like the video, smash the likes. Do big up to everyone's in the chat as well. I can see now, I can see Brian, I can see Louis as well, and big up to now as well. And hope both keeping well. Absolute champion, and smash that like and subscribe button, as I just said. And if you like to super chat, then click on the $sign. If you like to become a member, I need 10 more people to become a member so I can run a competition as well. So please consider becoming a member. And like now, and Maisy already has. And Brian, big up to you, my guy. Hope you're okay. I'm early tonight. Love that real high both. Big up, Louis. Thank you so much indeed. And it's great to see you last night on the fan forum. Big up to Maisy and Ravi, Liverpool fan. Big up to Ravi as well from me. Thank you very much indeed. And big up to J Street and big up to Nipun as well, Chelsea supporter. So yeah, we're going to talk about quite a few things tonight, and we're going to talk about Erik ten Hag his touchdown at Old Trafford. Did his press conference on Monday, and it's very interesting. These are the points he has made. He said he's confident we're going to challenge City and Liverpool. Need to work hard. Great challenge. Clubs has a great history. We want to entertain. We want to bring back the glory days. We want to bring back the glory days. We have a plan. Well, this big talk comes from Erik, by the way, right? He talks the talk. But the problem is, right, he's got to show it on the pitch and he's got to hit the ground running if he can. It's not going to be easy, but one thing I'm going to say, right, the players need to shake up at Old Trafford because he's going to get rid of a lot of dead wood at the football club, and that is the thing. Now, for me, right, players are going to come in, I'm sure, right, names been linked already, right, and it's going to be a big, bright future at Old Trafford, Maisy. Tell us a point.
In terms of Ten Hag, I feel hopeful with what he said. He said as much as Mourinho, Van Gaal were top managers, the differences between them and Ten Hag, he has clearly stated there is a plan. Whereas Mourinho and Van Gaal never done that. So that led Man United fans to believe, right, we could win the trophy, we could win the title next year. That's as much as that is delusional. That is what you still think at the top of your mind. Thinking, well, we can still win the title. We can still do this. We can still do that. Whereas Ten Hag has clearly stated that his main priority for this season coming up is to get into Champions League. That is his main priority. He's not said my main priority is to win the title. His main priority is to get into Champions League football, which of course is what we all want as well. So to have that to say, right, I know he said he wants us to contend with City and Liverpool, but that's probably at the last stage of his plan. But as well as you say, he needs to show it. There's a lot more that the players need to do it all the more. And I think knowing at the fact that the board and the owners are willing to give him the chance, willing to give him the control compared to the previous managers, it gives you a lot more hope. And I think in interviews, he was very smart. He was very intelligent in what he was saying. A lot of people didn't like the fact what he said about Maguire, but you can't exactly come out and say, I don't like my player. You can't do that as a manager. You've got to remain smart with what you're doing. The last thing he wants day one, disrupt the dressing room. You can't do that. You've got to keep your players on side. You need to keep your everywhere on side. So I think he done it very smartly. I think he was absolutely intelligent, and I'm interested to see on what he's going to do, because Fabrizio Romano has said that if 4 players are going to be coming in to Manchester United in this window: a centre back, a full back, a central midfielder, and a striker. We already know who Ten Hag wants for the centre back and the central midfielder. So it'll be interesting of who he gets in terms of a striker, who he wants in terms of a fullback as well. So I think them options are going to be extremely key. And I think, especially after this interview, it should give us more optimism to be patient with the man.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, it's not going to be a holiday camp. If they've placed things holiday camp, they can move on. Simple as that. Big up to Ian Gaskill. Big up, my guy. Thanks for becoming a member. Thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate it, man. The UNA's going to the draw. If I get 50 people, right, I'm going to do get a cut them up. Maisy going to help us along the way as well. And we're going to put the lucky winner out. He's going to win one of the prizes. So once I hit 50, there's a guy called CC Sport. I'm going to get a football shirt off them, a signed football shirt off them as well, and it'll just go straight to the winner of the competition. So to do that, have a chance of winning the shirt, you have to become a member, and I need 50 as well. And if Maisy wins it, then obviously it's going to have to be a different shirt anyway. But there you go.
And of course, if there's other people who's a rival fan too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Question: do you see a new captain of Man United next season? Harry Maguire is the captain at this moment in time, and can you see that happening, Maisy?
In terms of the captaincy, I do think that it will be changed. I've read reports that he isn't going to be playing Maguire. So if that is the case, he will want to change it around. Me personally, as much as a lot of United fans will disagree, I want Bruno Fernandes as the captain. He displays leadership roles. I don't like goalkeepers being a captain. I don't like strikers being a captain. Bruno Fernandes, from the very beginning, he has, as much as this season, he hasn't been the absolute best. I think that a Bruno Fernandes on the pitch without a Bruno compared to a no Bruno Fernandes is completely different. His influence, his influence on the pitch, his influence in the dressing room, he 100% deserves that captaincy role. He was the man who got us to second place in the Premier League last season, the man who got us to third place in the Premier League this year before, the man who got us to the Europa League final. And in my opinion, he deserves that captaincy. He is an outstanding player. And I think when he has good players, good wingers around him, he thrives. And I think knowing that he hasn't, this is the thing, when you've got crap players around you, you're not going to be good. So everyone's been crap. Everyone. Even Ronaldo's had his off moments. As much as he's been our best player, he still had off moments. So's De Gea had off moments. But I still think Bruno Fernandes is good enough for that captaincy, and he is a long-term solution. Not like Ronaldo, who will be gone in a year. I even think De Gea will be gone in the next year or two. So he's a long-term plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. 100% again. And we're going to talk about later on Erik Enquiries later on, by the way. It's not going to happen. It's not going to make Luca happy, by the way, or Rich, or Boy Guna as well, or Lottie as well, but I'll come to that later on. John, thoughts on Newcastle being linked with Arsenal playing Kieran Tierney? I'm going to be real, right? I'm going to cut it now, right? I done a clip yesterday, right? Kieran Tierney was going nowhere, yeah? Certainly not for 50 million quid, yeah? What they're doing, right? I had a tweet off Lottie today, Karan Chata, right? And they're just trying to unsettle the kid, yeah? So it ain't going to happen anytime soon. He's injury prone. He's a damn good player. He signed a new 5-year contract last season, or this season maybe. He ain't going nowhere. So all these proper journalists, right, need to do their research before they gobble it, spout it. Absolute shite. Honest to God. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be real on that one. Kieran Tierney is not leaving Arsenal anytime soon, and he will not be coming to Newcastle United. So they are after Aaron Hickey, by the way. So
Do
there
you
you
know
go.
when I was looking at like Arsenal fans starting 11s, none of them was adding Kieran Tierney. They was adding all this Hickney guy. I don't know too much about him to comment if he's a good enough player, but I think they are actually thinking that Kieran Tierney is not going to be an Arsenal player by the time he gets to the end of the season. But as much as he is injury prone, if he, for one, wants to be competing for Andy Robertson in that Scotland squad, and the two wants to be one of the best left backs in the league, being at Arsenal, it's not a good idea. And that's what I would say the exact same with it's Saka. He isn't gonna be known as the best right wing player in the league. Yes, he'll probably get into that England squad because he helped us during the Euros. But to be classed as the
100%.
best right player in the league to compete with Mo Salah eventually, he's not going to do that at Arsenal Football Club.
100%. But there's a lot of work in that Arsenal squad in the summer. A lot of work in order to get back in the Champions League. But I could see Newcastle finish above them next season, to be fair. And yeah, you're right. I mean, Mo Salah's the best right winger in the league, best striker for me. And no, Harry Kane is, and Mo Salah. And I'll tell you, I'll put Holman Song as well. That guy's brilliant.
He's
Really
brilliant. Yeah, he's been outstanding this season. Conte's made him into a different kind of player.
Absolutely. 100%. Paul, do you still think Man U can track the biggest players? They can, but they got to pay double the money. They have to pay over the odds in order to get into Old Trafford because they're not
You don't
in
want to
Champions
attract
League
the
football.
biggest players, though. Like, you look what's happened before with the biggest players. Ederson Cavani, what's happened to him? He's missed over 30. He's missed a season worth of games. You look at the likes of Varane. He's the biggest player. He's been injured quite a lot. Zlatan Ibrahimovic lasted a season. Sanchez, who's supposed to be one of the best players in the league, look what's happened to him. Di Maria, another option. You don't want, for me,
It's off to you in the summer.
need to get it out of this. Man United need to get out of the system to attract the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's not worked. And with Ten Hag in control, you need to bring players in that suits Ten Hag's philosophy, Ten Hag's style of play, and the plans what Ten Hag wants to bring. Cristiano Ronaldo, for instance, as much as he is a brilliant player, this 5-year plan, is he going to fit Ten Hag's plans in 5 years? No, because he's not going to be there for 10 years. For 5 years, sorry. You look at the likes of another player, Cavani, if he extended his contract, he wouldn't have fit the plans. You look at even the likes of Rashford based off his form, is he going to fit into the plans? No. The same with Erik Bayer? No. Phil Jones? No. None of these players are going to fit the plans. These kind of players, I know I mentioned about Rashford and he's come from the youth, but the majority of these players who we have signed are commercial signings, and it's not done the team any good whatsoever.
Absolutely. Again, I mean, it needs to be sorted out very, very quickly, but I'm sure Erik ten Hag will sort that out, sort of thing. He'll know, he have an idea who will keep in the summer and who's going to start with. He is going to get players in, by the way, 100%. And just join proper gentleman, John. Good evening, Maisy. Thank you so much again for that, being a common member, Ian. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thanks for your kind words, my guy. John, just remember, I know you touched on it on your stream yesterday. What was the situation of Game of Real, right? We're going to talk about him tomorrow. I'll do the Muppet show after I'm on Macy's channel tomorrow. I'll be doing a Twitter Muppet Media show tomorrow night. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So it'd be definitely on that list. He's basically come out and said that Eddie Howe will be moved on and Unai Emery is going to replace him. One of the reports yesterday, right? This is the same Will Ferdinand, right? It's come out and said that Mike Ashley is the best owner, right? He's doing a wonderful job. And also, right, had to go to the fans saying that if you want to spend the money, you'd be owners then, sort of thing. This guy, I mean, he's a great player for you lot. I think he's a great defender in his time, one of the best in the world. But when it comes to punditry, he ain't that good. He's not that good.
I've always said it though. You know what? Minus Roy Keane, all the ex-United players at punditry are crap. I would sooner rather listen to Jamie Carragher over Gary Neville, over Rio Ferdinand, over Paul Scholes, over Michael Owen, even though he's more of a Liverpool guy, but he's still an ex-United player. The only one I like is Roy Keane. It's cut to the chase. He knows what it is. Whereas with Rio Ferdinand, it's daft. It's some of the opinions, his views he comes out with. They're delusional. They're absolutely delusional, and I absolutely hate BT commentary for that reason. Just for the pundits that they do have. I don't like that many pundits, to be honest. The only pundits that I do like is Roy Keane. I don't mind Jamie Carragher. And I like Richards as well. They're the only 3 pundits I actually don't mind. The rest of the pundits I really, really despise. And I feel like the one who annoys me the most is Gary Neville. He is the pundit what winds me up more than anyone. I wish he just retired from punditry because I really can't stand listening to him.
Take a coach in Old Trafford. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's not that good. Have you seen how he coached at Valencia?
At Valencia, yes, he was awful, wasn't he? I can't lie. They should have sacked him earlier on, but that was a huge risk for him going to Valencia. I thought to myself, okay, this is a bit different, but he didn't learn the Spanish. He didn't learn the language.
He slagged West Brom off, Norwich, Manchester United for how we sack the managers, how other teams slag the managers. Yeah, but he went and stopped his manager at Salford. Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It really, really is.
And they didn't get relegated. They're still in League Two.
Exactly. They're doing a good job. I mean, they sacked the manager and they got someone else in. Unbelievable. If Gavin was that good, he should manage them. He should manage them. But he did worse.
I think he's a co-owner with Phil, Nicky Butt. Phil Neville's another one.
Yeah.
It's a couple of Paul Scholes is another one as well. A few of the class of 92 are the co-owners of Salford. I think it's about 4 or 5 of them who co-own it. David Beckham owns Inter Miami, and Phil Neville is the manager of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. It's just crazy, man. I mean, look. I mean, they got to get them. I mean, Salford look at a good little club. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be okay. They're going to be fine. Maybe a couple years, and then maybe it's just maybe they get promoted into League One. Salford to League One, that'd be fantastic. Tony's in the house, by the way. Big up to Tony B, by the way. Hope Josie wins tonight from Roma. I think they will, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I got loads of comments. So I don't read them. I do apologise. I'm not being ignorant, but I just got so many to read out, sort of thing. Like, what's your Vincent Kompany being new Brendan manager? That's not going to happen. He's at Anderlecht in a minute. Got them 4th and 3rd, and don't know what's going on there. But I don't think he'll come to the Championship. If they're in the Premier League, then I think he would have been given a chance. But in the Championship,
I think it's actually been announced by Fabrizio. It's nearly done.
Really? He's going to go there?
Let me actually get it for you so you can see.
Yeah, sure. I'll go for the comments and read that as well. Now I want to know about Pipetta. I mean, I think Pitch Edward Anderton Venus Garden, I think that was shocking, that man. Listen, at the end of the day, right?
There you go.
Look at this one. Wow. I wish Vincent all the best, but he's going to go to a club that are full of debt, right? 90 million in debt, right? The parachute payments being wiped out as well, right? They're still going to be in debt again. So I think if they're going to get Vincent Kompany, they're going to have to back him big time. Then get the players that he needs, then they got a good chance to get back up again. But I can't see Burnley getting up next season. I really don't. But
no, the thing is with Burnley, as I've said it to you, Leeds would have had the quality to come back up. Burnley doesn't have the quality to come back up. The Championship is a very, very tough league. It's a lot tougher than what people genuinely do think. And I think if Vincent Kompany actually wants to get Burnley back into the Premier League, he needs to be a bit like Patrick Vieira and change the style of play. And he needs to bring young players in.
Absolutely. Totally agree. And are United getting Julian Timber? Apparently, that could be close.
Yeah, it's very close. It's very, very close from what I'm hearing. And I love the kid. He's a brilliant guy.
Good player.
Brilliant centre back.
He's
brilliant on his one-on-one. Brilliant with his tackling. He can also play as a right back. I haven't seen too much of him as a right back to judge how good he is at going forward. But especially knowing that he wants a centre back and a full back, I think Timber will be used as a centre back to play alongside Varane. I think he's absolutely amazing, Timber. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. I've liked him for a few years now. I wanted him at United, and it's supposed to be 35 million euros. We're looking at getting him for, and I think that's a really good deal. 35 million euros, that equals it to what, 30 million euros or whatever. I don't think that IS will let him go quite quickly, but I think if the right deal was there, they'll take it. Between 35 40 euros, I think they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ajax just raise them up, turn into world stars, and then they make the money. That's how it is. So they're not going to change anytime soon. Now, I missed a question about Vincent Company. I think he's on his way, according to what Maisy said. Sad fans to try and make a story out of now. When you see them all over social media, that's the hype of person who took the photo. Paul, you're absolutely right. I think it's in invading privacy, right? That's number one. Number two, right? Whoever took that photo, right, displayed that, I'm sorry, should get wrong for it, honestly. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, right? But he is going to get done anyway by Leon. Let's be real. But big up to Robert, by the way, your dad. You got a canny daughter there, Robert. She is absolutely lovely. She's everyone's dream. Foxy, here you go. Kieran Club will be a great captain United next season. Keep a similar level of performance to Man U all season. Kieran Clark.
Oh, Foxy. Nice to see you too, Foxy. Nice to see you too.
But the answer is no.
Yeah, Foxy already knows my answer. He already does.
Wow. Big up to Brian again. Thanks for becoming a member, my guy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. If you'd like to become a member, it's 99p a month. There's only one price. It's none of this 99p, 199, 99. How much you think I'm worth? It's just a straight 99p. And then the cheaper you do it, the more you get. But big up, Brian. Thank you so much indeed. You get Yanni's going into the draw as well. When I hit 50 people, we are going to sort
How many are you on at the moment?
I'm on now. Well, it's going to be updated. I'm probably have to do that on tomorrow. But what I can do, I say, let's have a look at this one. Probably about 30 monetization. I got the two new ones, 41.
Wow, so you're very close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that sort of thing. So, just keep going. Just done it. And the reason is he wants to come in because I'm early, so I'm not late. So look at this one as well. Look at it for Lottie, Curtis, Shalika having a meltdown with Eddie Son and Eleni. I'll look at these ones after on Eleni. Oh my God, he just thinks the club is dead. You know what I mean? I'll be watching them later on, by the way. Don't you worry about that. Especially Lee Gunner on Eddie Nketiah. Big up Lee if you're watching, my guy. Tony's talking to Foxy. Yay, finally become a member. And my personal view, I think Man United will be under the radar next season. What's your opinion to you both? That's my opinion. I mean, I don't think United go for a title, but I think top four. I really do think they're going to get top four because they know the players got to work hard at it. I mean, it's going to take them a 3 or 4 year to actually go do the title. But at the end of the day, right, let's hope Newcastle serve them as well. And yeah, what's your take, Maisy? You say they're not going to go for the title.
We're not going to get a title, no. But from what I've been told by a very good friend of mine, he has told me that they're actually cutting spaces in the Europa League. So they're gonna completely cut out the round of 32 apparently. So it's gonna go straight to the round of 16. And if that is the case, then that allows Manchester United a bit more opportunity to get further in a cup competition. I think we'll get top four. I think we'll get quarters or semis of a cup. And if that is the case, I wouldn't mind it completely because you need to give the guy time. But if we win a trophy, I'd be made up. I'd be really made up.
Fair enough. Top four, I think you'd be top four next season, but you should be proud. Even if you finish fourth, cool. And if you end again in Group D, cool. But let's see what happens on that one. Tony in the house, by the way, is injury prone. Upset hi Nippon. Fox is talking to Tony B. Tony the Red, by the way. I haven't even mentioned that, and I think
Yeah, you haven't.
he is a red. He's a red. They got to now again. Hickey's classmates. He was a great young player at heart. They got to move to Bologna. Being linked with moves down south of the border, Arsenal, Newcastle, Brentford, and named AVU. I know one thing for sure. Hickey would definitely be aware from Bologna. I know that's a fact, and I've got a funny feeling that he's going to end up going to Arsenal. I really, really do, because Mikel Arteta loves his project youth, by the way. And what's your take on it, Aaron Hickey?
I don't know too much about him to really make a comment about him, to be honest.
You should get him as well. I think it would be
we need a fullback.
He'd be fantastic.
Any fullbacks are better than the fullbacks we have.
Fair enough. And you know what it is, right? It's just looking at a tweet there, sort of thing. But Chris is not very happy with someone. I'm not sure. But I'll have a word with Chris later on. Not to do me, but there you go. Force on Aston Villa signing Kamara and rumoured to be signing Burnley's defender at once, and Newcastle target James Tarkowski. In my opinion, Kamara, Stephen G's got a good player there. He's got a fantastic player there in Kamara. He is absolutely fantastic defensive midfielder. We're just after him as well. He's been linked with Palace and Roma, all these clubs as well. The bottom line is, right, I mean, his attitude is the main question. He's supposed to be going to Atletico Madrid. But the problem is he was in shorts and that his attitude was all wrong. So that's why Diego Simeone, your mate, didn't take up the off the plate, by the way. My mate, he's my mate.
Yeah, he's your mate.
He is. He's class. And as for James Tarkowski, 100k a week, I'll be real. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have him at all. So we should do bigger and better things with this guy.
No, 100 million's a joke, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It is 120k a week. Let's be real, right? I mean, Theo Hernandez, right, plays at AC Milan, don't even get that a week. He doesn't even get that at all. And this Tarkowski better than Hernandez. You
look at the AC Milan players, though. They're nowhere near as much as these Premier League players. And look what they've done. Won the league after 11 years. Tomori, good example. The goalkeeper from AC Milan, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, you've got a couple of, some very good players there at AC, to be fairly honest.
Hey, you're right. I mean,
I'm talking to you like you're an AC fan, but you're not.
I know. It's AC Milan, by the way. You can't say AC. If you say AC in Italy, you'll be absolutely wrong.
No, I have to call him Milan. I've got to call him Milan, because if I call him AC, I won't be in good books. So I'll call them Milan.
Yeah, Milan's great. AC Milan's great. I mean, Inter Milan.
Yeah, Inter just stays Inter. Yeah.
Yeah, Inter stays Inter. If you live in Italy, it's an Internazionale sort of thing. I said that Internazionale for a bit of fun to someone in Italy, and he absolutely loved it. So, look, I went to one of these years ago. I went to one of these pubs, and they're like a canapé, like food, right, like chips and all that sort of thing, free, right? Just go in there, help you flip themselves. Right? Do you get this in this country? No, you don't. Not at all.
You really don't.
Not at all. And everyone's chatting to everybody else. John, are Newcastle still wanting to spend Botman? I'd love to have Sven Botman, but he'd be off to Milan anyway. But latest I heard from him last week, he's not. Yeah, he hasn't made a decision yet. I mean, Milan is still going to be taken over, right, by the main company. And if they do that, they're going to go straight for him. If they don't, then it's going to be a bother sort of thing. But I think the kid...
It's supposed to be close from what I've heard, Milan to Botman. They're supposed to be really, really close.
Exactly, yeah. It's supposed to be close, but they're going to get a takeover, so they can't do anything much at all. So as soon as they're taken over, then they're going to go for them. Because
supposed to be next weekend, the takeover. From what I've been hearing anyway from a good friend of mine, Milan's takeover is supposed to be next week, and they're going to be one of the richest clubs.
Exactly. Absolutely right. I mean, one of the richest, not very far from behind us, by the way. I know they're going to spend big, Milan. I'm telling you. They're going to be massive. Big up to Brian. Raw Ed's going nowhere. he keeps this up, I reckon, at least 10 years if he wants that, of course. I mean, I'm going to come on to him in a bit as well. And I'm going to have my say, excuse me, on the Jurgen Klopp getting manager of the year. I'm going to speak about as well. Get John Mason on Sky. Oh, I'd love to do it on Sky.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, one day, hopefully.
Yes, Carragher is much better than Neville. I like Jamie Redknapp. I mean, Jamie Carragher, to be fair. Maisy Payson, Liverpool pundit, fair play. Also, with Gary Neville.
I've got a better question for you, Ravi. What's right with Gary Neville? That's my question. What's right with Gary Neville? I can't literally say one good thing about Gary Neville as a pundit. I really can't. I'd be struggling if I have to find something.
Yeah, absolutely. You got an opinion, and that is that sort of thing. Got loads of flipping comments, by the way. It's good, it's cool. But can I keep up with them? Yes, I can. Got to do my best. Maisy Payson, Liverpool pundits. Fair enough. Also on with Gary Neville. We went through that. Nigel, big up to Talksport's pundits aren't any better, John. Only decent one like Laura Wood, Simon Jordan, who's credit Newcastle and Ali McCoy. Can't stand Gabby, O'Hara, Conley, Goldstein, Ambrose, Murphy, Trevor, Sinclair. Big up to Nick, by the way. She's lovely. She was on my show when he was away, and she was absolutely excellent, by the way. And she is so passionate. You should get on your show as well. She will definitely come on. She's amazing. Our manager, Graham Alessandro, is actually at Salford, and Gary never even came out and said he was wrong to sack him. Well, if he sat him and made a mistake, why sack him in the first place? I just don't get it.
That just makes an hypocrite. Because if Gary Neville was literally isn't all for sacking managers, don't sack your managers then. Don't sack them. But he sacks them. He sacks his managers on a regular basis. But if United, Norwich, Watford, West Brom, Chelsea's another one. For all these managers went and sack their managers on a daily basis as well, just as Gary Neville is. It's hypocrite. He's an absolute hypocrite. That's why I don't like him.
Do you know what it is? It's they flip and they flop and they flip and they flop and they just don't speak the truth. Say it how it is. Simple as that, and stick to it. Yeah. Always be a leader. Do not follow. Exactly. You know what I mean? Always be a leader. Do not follow. Question: do you think Ten Hag will change his formation? That it'd be a 4-3-3. Always be a 4-3-3 guy. And Comedy will be fine.
He goes to a bit of a 4-2-3-1 at times, and then when he goes onto the pitch, he changes to a 4-3-3. Do you know, like when they're out whilst they're playing? So I think we might see a bit of both with Ten Hag. And I think at the beginning he might play with a 4-2-3-1 till the players are used to his philosophy, let's just say, and then he'll revert it to a 4-3-3.
Absolutely. We'll see. He's flexible and his tactics is great. Comedy will be found at Burnley. I'm sure City will own in a few players. We'll see if that's a possibility. I've got to strike targets, mind. I mean, we've been linked to names, right? But at the end of the day, it's too many to mention. I still feel we get him, Brian. That's in 20B. Maguire can make Prime Minister look bad. Timbers has no chance if he's pitched next to Slav. That's some big up Billy by guy. Big up to Billy. Billy reckons that Timbers got no chance. And if he plays alongside Harry Maguire. But I'm sure we'll have to wait and see in the summer.
From hearing anyway, he's supposed to be getting dropped. He hasn't said anything about it, but I don't think he will publicly say it either. So I think apparently he's going to get dropped, and if he is, it's going to be a Varane and Timber partnership or a Lindelof and Timber partnership.
Right, cool, fair enough. We get Newcastle get Target. I know you're also in for a left back for Atletico Madrid, Renan Lodi. People saying that Target wants to move down south, be close to his family, and I thought it over. And there's no news to that at all whatsoever. I think he wants to come to Newcastle 100%. I think he'll come. And also, Lordy likes the project. He wants to come as well. So we should have to wait and see. John, thank you. I get all my news from you, my guy. Thank you so much indeed, Brian. We won't get Target if we manage to get Lordy as he wants first team football. And I feel for the lad with the seasons he's had. He's been outstanding. He has been outstanding. And if you didn't answer my question, John, full on just forget the situation. Being leaked with someone taking pictures of him wearing a Newcastle top in Bruno's back garden. I mean, he won't took the photo, so I don't know who it is, right? But it's evaded privacy, right? Number one. Number two, Pochettino never, ever wore the Newcastle top while he's contracted with Leon. That is one. The Leon fans are absolutely furious, by the way, right? And he's going to get punished by the club. And, but look, he's only went there to see Bruno, his mate, sort of thing, having a party, apparently, yeah? And I don't know any further than that. It could be anything. So you should be doing very good people's purpose here. So I'm glad you asked the question, mate. Maisy, would you have any players in Newcastle? If so, who?
Well, every time people ask me a question, who would you take from such and such a team? You need to look at your situation of your own team and see what needs to be strengthened the most. And there's two players in particular I would take from Newcastle. One, Bruno Gomez, absolutely outstanding player. He absolutely dominates the midfield. I think he's class. Him going forward is brilliant. He's not afraid to put a good day's work in there. So Bruno Gomez is one. Another one is Kieran Trippier. We so desperately need a fullback, and he was actually linked to us last season, and we was estimated 40 mil for him. So I think he's got Premier League experience. He's got England international experience as well. I think he's a brilliant fullback. He's great with his set pieces. He's got a good goal. He can put good crosses in there as well. So, yeah, I quite like him.
Yeah, fair enough. There's your answer there, Paul. I think they'll get fifth. I think the top 4 teams next year will be the same as this year. What's realistic for the two to achieve and win finish next season? Ravi, I'm going 6 and a good cup run as well. So 6 and a good cup run for Newcastle next season with the money you're going to be spending. All jokes aside, Man, you should target the Europa. Can't see them getting top 4. Leicester were near top 4 with no European football. Gideon C. Mohammed, Ulrike, Charles UEFA Conference League, Roma Feyenoord. Newcastle should sign left wings in the summer. I think you said that the other day as well. And left backs, and even to Carl, by the way. And big up to Football Styly as well. Sorry, I lost it there. Can you tell the situation right Sven Bottom? Because I'm very confused. So can we buy him or AC Milan and gone? I still believe he's going to go to AC Milan. I've always said that. He's going to go to AC Milan. If they get a takeover happening, if they get a takeover, then he's good as gone. But he did say last week he's going to make a decision very, very soon. Right? I mean, he likes to poach at Newcastle, but he wants Champions League for AC Milan. So it seems to me that he's going to choose Champions League, and that's the only reason why. Will be class on Sky, both knowledge are. Thanks, Rav. Neville's much better than Carragher. Can't remember Neville's spitting on people. Wow. Harry Maguire has cut the season, so Harry Maguire can't be captain next season. Why not Ronald?
Ronaldo. Ronaldo probably means Ronaldo, but for me, I don't think Ronaldo should be the captain. He's only ever captained 4 games in his whole career. So why would you want a player like that? You want a player who's had a captaincy experience in the past. Varane's had captaincy. Bruno Fernandes used to be the captain of Sporting. I know Maguire hasn't had captaincy material, but when he was actually the captain, we didn't have any other captains to go alongside him. I don't like goalkeepers being a captain because I feel like when there's a captain, they need to have the influence on the whole pitch. They need to be about everywhere. That's why I always say a defender or a midfield. The goalkeeper's always in the box. A striker should be near the other side of the box. So you need to have a player who's going to be all over. And as much as Maguire is a poor captain, he doesn't deserve to be a captain. I can see why at the time he got put as a captain because there was no other captains. And I can see why you can't just instantly strip someone off the captaincy either, especially knowing you were still the manager, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think he will be Manchester United's captain. I actually do think it's going to go to Bruno Fernandes. So I will personally give it a person who has got experience in a captaincy role, and that's either Bruno or Varane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now reckons that Harry Maguire should be captain as well, and Lucas given him stick. So, the only thing like a Gary is stand up for working class, but I'm with you beyond that. Harry Maguire destroyed Erik Hag's job at the United. Question above, how crucial is pre-season for both our clubs? So us, it's going to be crucial because we need to get players coming in, and then I think it's going to be very important because for me, I think Eddie Howe's training technique is going to be fantastic. It's going to be enjoyable. I know that's a fact. And we have to wait and see who we play. We should be playing in America. Unfortunately, that's been cancelled. So Who we got, I don't know. But as soon as I know, then I'll let you know about it. But what about you, Maisy? How important is it going to be for yours?
You need to know what's in a way it's crucial because we have a bit of an idea what Ten Hag has plans for the team, but it just gives the opportunity more for the kids for Ten Hag really to be like, oh, yeah, you're it for Manchester United, but in a way it's crucial, but in a way it's not, because I actually think this is an experiment season at the end of the day. We've got a couple of tough games actually in pre-season, Liverpool being one, Crystal Palace being another. We're playing in Australia our pre-season actually, so it's going to be a tough test.
Very tough test. I mean, look forward to it as well, but it's going to be very
Villa's another one we've got.
See again?
Villa is another one we've got.
Wow. Very interesting. That should be fun. Will Elliot anticipate Newcastle first team next season by playing some of the Newcastle pieces games? Yes, he will. And they're going to make a decision. We should go out on loan again, as far as I know. And the first comes, I don't really comment. I do apologize on that. Now it's giving Luca a stick. Now forwards and backwards, by the way. And Nick is saying hello to Luca. And let's just go back to it's just these stupid what do you call it? StreamYard as well. I mean, I've got to say it's not the best as well. But it's doing a bit of outlook, I presume it's now. Botman has to be linked to Man United also as well.
I think it's just more paper talk, to be honest.
That's what I thought as well.
I haven't seen too many reports, but but I think it's just a load of crap, if you want my opinion. Anyway, I don't think we're getting Botman. I think he's either going. I think he's going in Milan. I genuinely do think that's where he's going.
AC Milan.
Yeah, that's Milan.
Yeah. I'm going to do that pretty soon, Luca. I'm going to ask the stream as well. My favorite Newcastle of all time. You know, it's too many to mention. I'll have to think of a long time for that as well. But good question though. Are you happy with Eddie signing a new deal? Come on to that in a minute. But Hamburger's not good enough. Hamburger must leave. And has Ronaldo captain Portugal? Yes, he has. Why would Burnley go after company? Has he done anything amazing in Belgium and Anderlecht? We spoke about that, didn't we? Big up to Andrew. Good to give the East Champions League a miss. Wow. Wow. Bless him. Well, I'm going to switch on quickly to Edison Cavani, right? Apparently, after the Palace game, we got beat by a goal to 0. I mean, I didn't know anything about the game, but apparently you were poor again. And apparently you put middle finger up. I don't know what's the ins and outs of that, Maisy. What's that all about?
I don't know who he done it to. I don't know if he done it to the Palace fans or the United fans. I couldn't tell which one he done it to. If he's done it to the United fans, and I will kindly say, I am glad you're out my club. But if you're doing it to Crystal Palace fans, you need to know why. No, the thing is, you've had too many players who's disrespecting our club this season. Rashford stuck his finger up at United fans, and he got away with it scot-free. We seen the video. We actually seen the video. In walking out of Old Trafford, United fans said something to him, put his middle finger up us. And that's not what you're supposed to do as a player. You need to ignore any criticism that you do have. And to Andrew's point, yes, I agree. 80% of the transfers won't happen. But in terms of Edinson Cavani, I want to know a bit more further information because I don't know who he's done it to, first of all. And I don't know who's done it to, first of all. And second of all, I'd like to know why he's done that. But I would disagree with Mohamed's comment. I don't think he has destroyed Man United. He hasn't done anything to destroy Manchester United. That's the difference. He's done genuinely nothing to destroy the club. Because he's played like 4 games or something. Can't do much on 4 games, let's just be honest. Can't do anything at all.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think he's done. I'm afraid he's done at United. But it's a shame because he could have been a legend in his 2 seasons of all the goals. He's half the games that he's joined. Not good enough. Cavani was loved by our fans. He peed all of that against the wall this season. Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it.
I agree with that completely because last season, maybe the fact that maybe it was the fact that Ronaldo came. It's not his confidence, but if you was that determined as a player, as soon as Ronaldo's out, for instance, you want to be in that starting 11 to prove to your manager, right? This is why I should be here in this Manchester United squad. He hasn't done that once. He's always injured, but when it comes to international break, he can play for his country. At the end of the day, as much as it's a privilege to play for your country, it's us who's paying the wages. And if you're not performing at club football, you do not deserve to be in that international squad. I've said this about England, and I'll say this about every single other international club there is. If you're not playing for your country and you're not performing for your country, you do not deserve international football. And Edison Cavani, with his fake injuries, does not deserve international football.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Can you imagine if George Graham was there? Can you imagine if Fergie was there? Can you imagine if Brian Clough was there? I tell you one thing, this never happened. This has not happened at all whatsoever. He'd be here working hard. But we're going to go on. We're going to talk about Sean Longstaff in a bit as well, and go through his comments as well. I mean, now we'll talk about Mbappe. He's on that £1 million a week. PSG turned down Real Madrid, and comment on in a bit as well. The band's going to off to Inter Milan, mate. I've always said that. Are you starting more at both your clubs next season? Cavani was fans' favourite this time last season. Cavani has, and correct, your guys should leave him at home for Qatar. Absolutely.
I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will. No, because of the goal scorer he is. And we could have really done with him when Ronaldo's been injured. There's been a couple of times we've had to play Bruno as a false nine, Alanga playing through the middle, and I don't think Alanga for me has developed enough. As much as he has been a striker in youth, being a striker in the youth and being a striker in the first team is completely different. And he needs to work to that as a player, and he didn't have that development. He's just been rushed straight into that team, and I think Cavani was wrong to be how he's been. If he's had injuries, fair enough. I'll put me on to, but I don't believe for 1 minute he has been injured. I think he may have had one or two, but I don't believe he's been injured for the majority of the season. I really don't.
Absolutely. Enough for United chat for now for a bit. I'll talk about a bit of breaking news as well earlier on. About hour and a half ago, that Sean Longstaff has signed a new 3-year contract with Newcastle, and he's out of contract this season. And my opinion that is as well, I think he'll be a first squad team. Yeah, he will not be a first team, he'll be a squad player, in my opinion. Don't get us wrong, he's played well for a couple of times, last few games. But in my opinion, right, I think he should be a squad member. We still need another midfielder, by the way, but get Paqueta. What's your take on Sean Longstaff signing a new deal, 3-year deal?
I don't think he's good enough for Newcastle. I really don't. I think Newcastle should have really waited till after this transfer window or near the end of the transfer window, see who they got before they looked at extending Sean Longstaff's contract, because I don't think his contract for me is a priority in that Newcastle squad. Yeah, as you've said, he's not even. I don't even think he's a squad player. I don't even think he deserves to come off the bench. So I think extending his contract's a poor idea.
Well, the thing is, we might have signed him because you need the homegrown as well. So it does mean that doesn't exactly mean.
But do you have like good long? You have good youth players.
Joe Willett. I mean, the youth players we've got under the 23s are not good enough. They're not good enough. Matty Longstaff not good enough. Yeah, I mean, you've got players like Joe White coming through, but as he played, Elliot Anderson is going to be absolutely brilliant. Let's be honest, 110%. But you know what it is, right? I mean, for me, do I rate him? Not really, but. All I say is, he will not be a first teamer. He'll be a squad player for me. So I'm just going to go with Fox's comments as well. Cavani didn't help him settle during the COVID time. Then promised him to be the main guy. Then brings in Ronaldo and take his number off him. Cavani has been massively messed up by Man United.
Cavani gave his number away willingly to Ronaldo, though. He willingly gave that away because he even said that it's not right for him to have the number 7 shirt if Cristiano Ronaldo's there. So he was willing to give his shirt number away. So I wouldn't comment about that one, but I understand that he has been messed around in terms of being the main man. But a lot of players have been in that situation before, and it's about the mentality and working back up to try and be the main man in that team. And he hasn't shown that at all in this Manchester United team this season.
Absolutely. Got some more comments on Sean Longstaff, by the way. 50 million for Longstaff, Maisy. He'll sort out your midfield. Could have been a couple of years ago, but Rafa Benitez don't want to sell him. But I don't think you'd take him anyway, looking at your face. I don't agree with Sean Longstaff signing a new deal. I don't rate him. Longstaff always pushing the shift, to be fair. He lacks quality. That is the thing, Tony. That is the thing. He lacks quality. That's the thing. Push shift in. He works hard, but he lacks quality. And that's real. That's the truth. Used LinkedIn in 2019, correct. Sometimes NEWCASTLE accept limited football as long as they're very good professionals. I just don't know what he's like behind the scenes. I'll watch the only Gunner today, right? Talk about Mo and Lenny. Right? I don't pronounce his name. Ellen. I can't pronounce it now. You know what I'm on about, don't you? Right? Also midfielder enemy. Come on. El Mene, that's it. El Neni, that's it. El Neni, right? Sorry, people. Neni, right? He signs a new contract, right? And Lee Gunner couldn't believe it, saying that him signing a new contract on the back of the performances. Wow. You know, I'm not just thinking about the same with Sean Longstaff. Let's be real. Do you know what I mean? But if we're the richest club in the world, right? We need to go in the top 6, yeah? Is Sean Longstaff going to get us a title in the next 3 or 4 years? If he doesn't improve in 4 or 5 years with us, right? What's he going to do in 1 year? Do you know what I mean?
That's what I think about Luke Shaw. I think the exact same about Luke Shaw. He's been there 8 seasons. He's had one good season. Why does that warrant a place in that Manchester United team? Why does that warrant a contract extension for Luke Shaw? And this is the thing. These are the kind of players you need to get rid of.
Yeah, absolutely. If we want to win a title, we want to get in the top 4. Sean Longstaff will not get us there. Trust me, he will not get us there. I expect better. I think Eddie's on boosting Longstaff. Apparently, he wasn't willing. It came out recently. Cavani wasn't happy. Samuel Lucas, one of the Manchester Evening News, apparently did an article about it.
I read statements where Cavani has said like it wouldn't feel right if he kept the number 7 while Ronaldo was there because he's the only man who can get that number 7. Perhaps, as Foxy has said, it could be different in South America what things have been saying, but I've not read any of them articles at all where Edinson Cavani has been unhappy about it. He's still got given, for me, a number he probably did want. He's got his Uruguay number. And
21.
in terms of 21. And in terms of the Barcelona move, yes, I do believe that has been blocked. And the reason for that is Ralph told Cavani he is in his plans for the next couple of months. Cavani wanted to leave. He did. I knew he wanted to leave, and he wanted to leave in January. But Ralph told him that he had plans for him for the second half of the season. They needed him. Whereas I think they would have been better off because we could have got something for him. But I do believe that is true from what I've been reading, and especially when Ralph was saying Cavani's in my plans, I want Cavani and stuff. It just hasn't worked out.
Yeah, it's a shame, really, because I think he came at the wrong time. He should have came with his late 20s sort of thing. He would have been brilliant. Honest to God, 2029, he would have been absolutely awesome. 53 million quid, United could have paid 53 million quid easily. Let's be real, and he would have been a different. He would have been main man. Go on. So
you could say the same with Zlatan though, couldn't you? Like if he came a few years younger, he would have been great. But Zlatan was an absolute beast, especially in that first season for us. One of the players who helped us get where we did in the league. He helped us in the Europa League as well. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Maisy, John, what are your starting midfield for next season for both clubs? For me, I say 4-3-3, but Eddie's going to change the tactics next season. I'm sure he's going to play 4-4-1-1, but I'm going to go 4-3-3. Bruno, Joe Linton, Paqueta. But I do want to see.
It's going to be hard for me because we're supposed to be signing a midfielder or two. We definitely signed a central one, so it'd be hard for me of who I could really say who's my starting 11 for midfield at the moment. Based off this current lineup, it'd have to be Bruno, Donny, who we've got at the moment. Bruno, Donny, and then it'd have to be Fred as a CDM. I don't like Scott McTominay. I really don't. I don't think he's good enough to be a Manchester United player. Whereas with Fred, compared to Scott McTominay, Fred puts in the effort. He presses. As I don't think him as a CDM works, but he's got one of the highest tackles, one of the highest interceptions at the club. Plus as well, he is very good at his pressing. I think he's got the top highest pressings in the Manchester United team this season.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one as well. And it's going to be, we have to wait and see for the summer. It's not easy one to tell yet, but we'll wait and see where they get the signings, see where they can fit them in, and hopefully things will be open up. Elliot and Basuma at Newcastle seems like he would really complement what you have. I would love to take him, but he's got a court case at the minute, sort of thing. Until that court case is gone, right, and it's still active, then we can't go for him at all whatsoever. Harry Kane's at Tottenham this summer. Yes, he will. John Forson Parry has warned that impacts of UEFA and expanded Champions League could lead to the demise of the League Cup, leaving clubs facing a 100 million black hole. You know what it is? I don't agree with that at all. We said this before. I don't agree with that at all whatsoever. So this guy, right, it's the same Rick Parry that wanted the Super League, the European Super League, to take place, right? And it hasn't happened. Do you know what I mean? So he's trying another way of doing it. I mean, for me, nah, sorry, not at all, not at all. And Zlatan's just was Scudetto in Italy, Milan, 40-year-old. What a guy. Now he's out for 8 to 9 months with that injury. Wish him all speedy recovery as well. He's not going to retire. No way. Karma signed for the Villa. Yes, we know that, mate. McTominay is like your Longstaff.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Probably worse than Longstaff, actually. I genuinely don't even have a good word to say about McTominay either. I really don't.
Fair enough. Smash this like, subscribe button and share the content and turn on these notifications. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Also, if you like the channel, like what you see, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button as well. It does help. Make sure you give a kind donation if you fancy doing that. That's your choice. And if you'd like to become a member, like Brian Scott and Ian Gaskell's done, then just click on the join button. 99p, that is all it is a month. And then you'll be winning these competitions as well. Kamara's a big miss for Newcastle. Man United, yeah, I think it was in for him anyway, to be fair. Roma's coming out. They're playing for Feyenoord. Good luck, Roma. I hope you do it for Italy. And John, great stream. Thank you very much, Luca. Big up as well. All about stealing money from bottom end to the pyramid. We should resist. If the European Super League comes out and is placed, Maisy, as God is my judge, then I'm done with football.
Yeah, me too. When the European Super League came out, I even said that I will not watch Manchester United again if this come how it is. Just because it ruins everything about football hierarchy. It damages the bottom. I think though it will come back again. It's very, very soon. There's still teams are in there who hasn't even had any punishment whatsoever. So it says a lot, and I think it will potentially come again soon, but I don't know when.
Absolutely. Kind words to Luca, by the way. I was thinking, would you two ever create podcasts like Studio Place? Because both of your podcasts really, really amazing. Impresses me. Luca, thanks for your kind words, my guy. What do you make of that one, Maisy? I think that's kind words.
Very, very kind words. Thank you so much, Luca. It's definitely something that I have wanted to do, but I think it's just gonna take a while. I've improved them in ways of getting new equipment and stuff, but it's just a matter of course, just doing what I can. Really, I don't know how I'd do it. But it'd be something I'd love to do. And yeah, Luca, it is a Portugal top. I got it from when I went Portugal, from the official store. I wanted the sporting top, and they didn't have my size, so I thought, you know what, I'll try to get size up. And I honestly couldn't cope because the sporting talks, I don't know what it was about them, but they're like 10 times smaller than you'd really think they were. And I'll tell her, oh, no, I can't wear a sporting top, I really can't. Because I wanted Paulinho on the back of my shirt. I like Paulinho. I think he's a brilliant striker, but I would have wanted him.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Maisy, thoughts on Man United against low block teams and how they can play better against the low block teams?
Um,
Be patient, I guess.
We're not the best with low block teams, and
No.
In terms of improving, I think we need a natural defensive midfielder on. When we play against low block teams, because we still play McFred when we have played against them. And also we need the qualities of Lindelof long crosses to try and do what you can in terms of getting to go on the counter attack, because it's gonna be extremely difficult having them low block teams, and I can see why, but they're the two main things that I would do. You don't know though on how a player really would be if they was how they would be under Ten Hag. But looking at the lights from Ole and looking at it from Ralph, they're the two main things I would do from looking at both of them. But in terms of looking at from Ten Hag in the Premier League, I'd have to experiment on that myself and think what he could do to be differently.
Absolutely. It's going to be patient as well. We've got to learn how to play low block teams as well. We never used to do that under Steve Bruce, but hey, you know what it is, so we've got to learn for that as well. But we've got to play.
Burnley's the main one, but they're gone.
No, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah. They're low block. Gone, they go. Don't upset Dan, by the way. It's a Dan Burnley fan. He's a great guy. I used to be a season ticket holder at Neath RFC when they merged with Swansea RFC to make Ospreys back in 2003. I've never been to an Ospreys game or any rugby game since. Well, I'm sure they've got tickets available for next season anyway. I'm sure, mate. I'll be get one. And also, Reece Nelson's playing for Feyenoord tonight, by the way. He's a final as well. I'm going to fly this comments and we can talk about Premier League roundup as well. What's going on? And I'm big up to Luke as well. Portugal. Top you support Portugal, Ronaldo, Bruno, or you like Renato Sanchez?
I got Bruno on the back of this shirt. The reason why I got Bruno is because I was thinking about Manchester United long term, and I want a Man United player on the back of it. I was either debate Ronaldo or Bruno, but especially this season, I got myself a Manchester United shirt with Ronaldo on the back. So knowing that I had him on the back already of a up-to-date shirt, I think it was right to have Bruno on an up-to-date shirt as well, because I really like Bruno. He's one of my favourite players. And I know Luca did mention about getting it official. This is an official shirt. I got it from the official football shops in Portugal. You can probably tell because it's got the manufacturer on there. But I just could. It was just the how Sporting's fittings are, because in Portugal, what's really weird, they do unisex shirts. They don't do women's shirts, whereas in Manchester United, they have men, women's, and kids. But at Portugal, they have unisex and kids shirts. So they're gonna look more like a man's shirt on there, and I always wear the women's shirts just for more fitting.
Yeah, it suits you anyway. It suits you, that shirt, by the way. It really, really
I really
does.
love the font on the back. I really do. It's like really nice gold font. I really, really like it.
Good for you, man. I mean, that looks suitable, but as long as you're happy, as long as you enjoy it, cool. I'm going to wrap up these comments as well. You got a show tonight at 8:30 or?
9 o'clock on my show. I've got a quiz.
Yeah. You got a quiz? Oh, bless you. I'll be on there soon. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Luca's coming on to do the first Champions League quiz next week.
Wow. Luca, eh? Good luck to you. Good luck to you. I think you'd be fine. You'd be absolutely fine. He's pretty good, I'm sure. Mason John, definitely quality. Just get straight to the point with the knowledge. Absolutely. We wanted him also, Luca. Chatting to him, by the way. Let's look at this one. Wow, Luca, and now it's having an argument, by the way. You two, just calm it down, yeah? Calm it down, you two. Just be friendly. Just be happy. What about Isaac Kaluka? Not for me. And he should have gone. He should have gone. He should have got a Portimonense shirt. That's in Foxy.
Yeah. So in the stores, they only do Pacific ones. So they all only do Portugal, Sporting, Benfica, Porto. And I like Sporting as a team. I really, really like Sporting. And out of the ones out of Sporting, I either wanted Paulinho or Pedro Porro. And Pedro Porro is he is the right wing back, but he was on loan at the time. From Manchester City, but they've signed him on a permanent deal now. There was the two players who I did really want on the shirt. I don't mind other players there as well, like Sarabia, who's now a PSG player again, and Pedro Gonzalez. I like him as well. So there's numerous of players who I would have gladly had on there, but it just didn't suit me. I can't. As much as you like a club, you can't get a top that doesn't suit you either.
Yeah. Fair enough. Cool. John, do you have a sell to top me? I've gotten older, and yes, I have. Renato Sanchez played at Swansea first season. He was abysmal, so be careful if goals get in. Look, he came at the wrong time. He's been aware, sorting himself out, and he's a better player. I can guarantee that as well, Andrew. We got to like coffee, by the way. Shows the name. It shows the name on the back. That's from Tony B.
I had Bruno on the back.
Bruno on the back. There's amazing thing about New Jersey leaks. What do you think of the new ones, the green ones as well? For Newcastle.
If you want me to be honest, I can see. I don't like them. I don't even like Man United shirts. So I'm not. It's not because of it's Newcastle. I just don't like the shirts. I just think they're ugly designs, and so's ours. I don't know if you've seen ours, but that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at all, but we're gonna get the green and white ones anyway.
I'll try and find it for you, so you can see ourselves. Because I know you would have seen Man United.
I read this one. Nick says she has Bruno on the back. That's from Nick.
Yeah, I do
as well. I was going to come on to about the relegation as well. The teams went down. I mean, Man City. Look, that looks wow.
That's disgusting.
It is with the collar on it as well.
I don't like the collar. This is. This is supposed to be our away kit.
That looks better, doesn't it? To be fair.
Yeah, it does look better. I agree. I think they're trying to get it a bit like the Aeon kind of look. And I'll show you the third kit. I agree. It's retro, but it's ugly. It's very ugly. And this is what the third kit's supposed to look like.
Wow.
It's like the bloody Rob De Gea shirt from this season and decided I'll put it as a third kit.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But I just think that the yellow one sort of thing, I mean, they might not grow on it, but during the season it might be okay. It's not spectacular, I'm not going to lie, but I mean, the red one with the collar on, I'm not a fan of the collar as well when we play football. I like it to be collarless. And Luca doesn't like the white one.
He does like it. He's put hard ties at it.
You did? That white kit, man. Wow. It is. That's a good show. We've got to get ours soon. As soon as we get ours, I'm going to display it as well. On the Premier League quickly, what do you think of Man City winning again? Tino Duna came back. Liverpool had a goal, but Man City were too good in the day.
You can never write off Manchester City because you know what they can have on file. I was completely shocked what happened, and to be honest, I genuinely thought that Aston Villa, they could have had a lot more chances, but they didn't take them. Ollie Watkins was extremely greedy. He slipped a couple of times, what cost him for the counter attack too. Man City, they didn't take the chances at all when it comes to the first half, and the substitutes played well for Pep Guardiola. And well done to Gundogan because he's definitely helped us not create a nightmare for us again.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, Liverpool would definitely have won the title. It hadn't been for him because he's been immense, that guy. He really has so underrated and he's still going strong all the time. And for the bottom as well, Leeds stayed up, Burnley got relegated, and like you said, I'm not sure about Burnley going to get back up, but Leeds, big club. I mean, in a way, I'm happy they stayed up. By the way,
the thing is with Leeds, as Manchester United fans, we do really hate them, but I do genuinely think that with Leeds, they've got so much more to offer. I think, as much as people do disagree, I think that under Jesse Marsh, they have improved defensively. So if they get another goalkeeper, they get a better centre-back and a replacement for Dallas, because Dallas has been injured a lot, and a replacement striker for Bamford. There's no reason why they can't stay in the league next season. They've got what it takes to stay in the league. I think they'll keep Calvin Phillips now. Don't know about Rafinha, but I do think they'll keep Calvin, which is quite upsetting to hear. I don't like them, but I'd rather them stay up just for that bit of rivalry, because I do like rivalry football.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be very, very strong next season in the Premier League. I really do. It's going to be hard to get in the top 4, but Newcastle give it a go. And if you think about it, Newcastle first 14 games, not one game, 7 wins, 7 draws, 7 defeats, not one win until we played Burnley. Got our first win under Eddie of the season, right? No club that's gone 14 games without a win stayed in the Premier League. Eddie Howe did that, got us 11th. Why was he not manager of the year? I just don't get it at all whatsoever. I mean, Jurgen Klopp, right, have not won it's not been manager of the month, let alone manager of the year. You know what I mean? And I think this competition is absolutely fixed. Let's be real. Yeah, they won 2 cups. Yeah, Eddie Howe's done a fantastic job. What's considered? Davy Moyes done a great job. What's considered? Yeah, let's be real. Those 2 could have done a lot better. Thomas Frank done fantastic with Brentford. Yeah, kept them up. Yeah, but it's all about the top 6 again, and that is it. The Premier League, in my opinion, all they care about is the top 6. That is it. Yeah, they don't.
It's not even the top 6 they care about, though. It's literally City and Liverpool. Was all you ever hear about.
All the time.
Klopp doesn't deserve that manager of the season. Manager for what? Being first place loser. Liverpool fans seem to think he deserved it, but he didn't. Even as I don't like the guy anymore, Thomas Frank deserved it. His first season in the Premier League, and he managed to not even fight relegation. Patrick Vieira's first season at Crystal Palace, and he's got
job
to middle table. Eddie Howe also deserves it. I don't even think Pep Guardiola, he should have had that league done a while ago. And the fact that he has bottled a 12-point lead says a lot about him. Klopp, Liverpool fans say Klopp hasn't even been in the running for the league. Why hasn't he been in the running for the league? Have you seen your squad? You should be in the running for the league. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, we wasn't in it anyway, because you should be. You should be. And if that was the case that Liverpool City lost or drew, but you won, you would have won the league. So you was competing for the league. I don't think either manager was good enough. There was points where you should have finished the game off. You never finished the game off. Too many excuses from both managers. Much as I know what Andrew is saying there about Klopp's only 1 match away from the Champions League, and I do admire him for that, but looking at just the Premier League on its own, I just don't think he deserves it based off because obviously it's based off the Premier League. So based off the Premier League, I don't think he deserves it.
Fair enough. I get a lot of people saying that he's only managed him for half the season, and that's why he didn't get it. But Jurgen Klopp, well, if that's their choice, cool. But I thought you got to win the Premier League to get there, sort of thing. But hey, I mean, Klopp's 1 match away. So if I don't read the comments up, by the way, I've got so many. It's just incredible. I'm going to read this comments as well before we can wrap up, by the way. I mean, Eddie Howe's made history, but okay, half season maybe you can't win it for that. In that case, Pep for the win of the league and the subs for the last 15 minutes of the season. He's got
it absolutely. And what about Patrick Vieira? He's been there the whole season. Thomas Frank's been there the whole season.
True.
So both of them, why weren't they picked?
Exactly. Not considered at all. Liverpool did deserve it, Maisy. We were class. That's what Ravi said. We were class. We didn't win the title though, Ravi, didn't you? You played fantastic. Klopp's march away from a treble, and he has turned this team looked aged and needing a refresh to look like they can dominate. And I'm going to wrap this up. So it's a league award though. Outcome's not relevant. Chelsea were and should be in the bottom of this. And LMA Manager of the Year is on comps. Per Manager of the Year is judging the league. Klopp hasn't achieved anything this season. Was expected to be in the top 10.
I was talking about actually the Premier League Manager of the season. I wasn't talking about the LMA. I was talking about the Premier League one.
Premier League.
Was you talking about that one, or was it just me?
Yeah, no, it's just a Premier Manager.
Yeah, you was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about the Premier League one as well.
Yeah.
The Premier League, that's what Klopp won. I wasn't talking about the LMA. I was talking about the Premier League one.
Fair enough. But top four: Klopp, Pep, Howell, and Potter. Potter's done well. Klopp haven't achieved anything this season. Oh my God, because they were in the top six, so close to the relegation, in my opinion. Forgot the Dean as well. Good morning, guys. He's from New Zealand. Good to wrap this up quickly. England in second would have been a poor Premier League season for Liverpool, so Klopp wins it for finishing where they should at least. And I'm joking. I know we were on about league as well. Rafa manager this season for almost relegated Everton. Sums it up, done it. But still. And it is what it is. So that's it. I mean, that's going to be another John Maisy show, football show. Maisy, did you enjoy coming on? And also, where do you find your socials, please?
Yeah, it's been brilliant coming on. Thank you, John. Thanks for having me on. This is my YouTube channel, Devils United. I gained quite a lot of subscribers actually in the past couple of days. So I'm on the road to 800 subscribers now. I'm only 34 away from 800. So that has picked up a lot already, considering only yesterday I gained 700. So thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel already. It means a lot, and yeah, that's where you can find me, Devils United, and my Twitter's at 2_NUFC Maze.
Go and check out our content. It's absolutely fantastic. One of the fastest growing channel of the lot at this moment in time. And Jordan, big up to Jordan, but do hit the subscribe button, Jordan, if you can, miss. That would be fantastic. And also subscribe to Devils United too. It's Premier League manager season, hasn't won anything in the Premier League, and 0 man in the match. Expect a finish in the top 2 and finish second. Bye for you, Mohammed. Hope you're okay, mate. They may win 3 trophies, 1 point away from a league with 92. And thanks for that again, Mohammed. Subscribe to Devils United, and thank you very much indeed, Mohammed. Guys, thanks for coming on, and I will do backstage in a minute, and Maisy, and if you do like the video, like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe. Also, hit the join button if you'd like to become a member. Thanks for Brian and Ian for becoming a member. I really appreciate that, Pete, mates. Thanks so much indeed. And if you'd like to super chat, then you know exactly what to do. I'm going to do a content of Sean Longstaff in a minute, and I'll be back tomorrow on Maisy's channel. I believe, what time is it tomorrow, Maisy?
It's 5:30.
It's 5:30 tomorrow night, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll try and, well, I'm going to get finished work tomorrow about half and do a quick gym session for an hour, and then I'm going to come straight back at 5:30, and that'd be fantastic. So is that for an hour and a half, or we don't know yet?
I'd be about an hour, just over an hour maybe.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it, by the way. It should be fun. And it's the Champions League preview. That's what we're doing, I believe, tomorrow. Champions League preview between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Talk about the latest news. Talking about we could do a combined 11 as well, by the way. I think that should be brilliant as well.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, combined 11 for Liverpool versus Madrid. Yeah. That'd be very good.
Cool. I think that'd be interesting, so I'll be doing that as well. And thanks for coming on. I should see you guys tomorrow night around about 7 o'clock, 7:15. I'm going to do the Twitter and Media Muppet Show, so please get eye peels for that. There's going to be names in there. You'll find out who it is tomorrow. And thanks for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Watch what you doing. Oh shit! Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for watching. Take care.